So if I was the host of the Love is Blind Season 6 reunion, these will be my questions. Number 1 will be a free-for-all. Who all thinks Chelsea looks like Megan Fox? Followed by a lie detector test to see if some of y'all are lying. Number 2, Jessica, were you really attracted to Jimmy the Thumb, or was your ego just hurt because he picked Chelsea over you and you feel like she does not look better than you? Number 3, Jimmy, what took you so long to let go of Chelsea? What was the last straw? Because to me, the paper straw has been dissolved in the water a long time ago. Also, we will blow this picture up and I will ask you, what made you wear these capri jeans and loafers in this picture? Question 4, Chelsea, how do you feel about your actions this season? Your tantrums, your whining, your crying. How do you feel about that? We will be on this topic for a minute. How much tissue did you use in the house to wipe your face from all the crying that you did? Do you take accountability for every argument that you started? And if you don't, we're not moving forward until you do. I'm 1,000% sure that she would be crying after our conversation, so we will go to commercial because I'm not trying to see all that. Coming back from the break, we would talk about getting her into therapy for her insecurities and moving on. I would also make sure that we call Mackenzie to see what she really saw the night that Jimmy went out, and was Jessica really there or was Chelsea lying? Next to the stage, I will need Kenneth and Brittany, but Kenneth will have to come out of a closet to enter the stage. The first obvious question is, Kenneth, are you gay, and how do you feel about the allegations coming from your cousin? I'm like 75% sure that he's going to deny these allegations and say his favorite song is not Somewhere Over the Rainbow, so then we would have to move forward. We would then play clips of him and Brittany before he talked to AD, and then him and Brittany after he talked to AD. I would then proceed to ask him, is AD the reason why you started acting weird after she asked you that question, or is it because you don't like girls? Then I would ask Brittany, do you feel like he switched up on you? Why do you think that? And do you think that he's a little bender wrist? I would also ask Kenneth, if you really loved her, how did you just let her go that easy? And who was that you called to pick you up? Because it seemed like it was more than just a friend. I would tell Brittany that she's gorgeous, that she did nothing wrong, and that he definitely manipulated her in that conversation in the kitchen. I would then dismiss Marvin Sapp back to his church to lead praise and worship and go on about my day. I would then bring the next loser to the stage. This will be called the loser segment. I will bring out the lie detector test for loser number 1, and I will ask him, Trevor, is it true that you had a girlfriend while you were on the show? I'm sure he's going to lie about it, so the lie detector determined that is a lie. And then I'll just ask him, was the clout worth it? Because we all were rooting for you at one point, and then you just turned into the biggest loser. I would then pull up the screenshots of him and his girlfriend and ask him, how are y'all doing? After that, there's really nothing else to talk about, so he would be off my stage. Then we'd head to loser number 2 and ask him, why would you apply for the show while you're engaged? Loser number 2, why would you think that jumping out of a marriage and into another one was smart? I would bring Sarah Ann to the stage and then ask Beavis and Butthead, are they still together? I would then ask Sarah Ann, do you really feel like you're not wrong for DMing him knowing that he just got engaged and did not pick you? I would also ask them what really happened that night when y'all was out till 5:30 a.m. because y'all wasn't at Denny's. Would then have Sarah Ann leave because she's low-key irrelevant and go to Laura and Jeremy. First question for Laura would be, how you let this little man run game on you? You should have kicked him like a football. Also, is the reason why your place is so new and clean because you moved out of your old place with your ex-fiance 3 weeks before filming? I would ask Laura, how are you mad at Sarah Ann when you tried to do the exact same thing for Jimmy and Jessica? And then I'm not even a fan of Jeremy, but I would have to ask her, why did you try and flip the bean dip joke on him when you made it? Why would you even joke about your husband to be slapping somebody else's boob? That's weird. I would also ask all the guys at the party, why nobody held Jeremy accountable? Y'all supposed to be so close and so brotherly. I would ask the girls the same thing, because if it wasn't for AD, Sarah Ann would have just been walking around like, yep, I took your man, I took your man. Then we will move on to the 4th loser in the loser segment, Clay. First of all, the world wants to know, are y'all still together? And my question is, why? This segment will go on for a minute because I would have so much to say. AD, why were you a dummy all season? I would bring out a bucket of red flags and put them in a circle and have her sit in the middle and have her think about what she did. I would ask Clay, did you read what the show was about? Because the whole season we were teaching you what Love is Blind is about. You wanted to know what AD looked like in the pods. You're not supposed to do that. Then it was time to get married. You talk about, oh, is it that serious? Yes, that's the point. I would ask Clay, why did he waste her time and why didn't he just tell her before the wedding that this wasn't going to work? I would then ask her, is the D good? Because obviously that's the only reason why you stayed around. AD, why were you okay with possibly getting cheated on? Because he kept saying it. Why after the wedding did you allow him to still kiss you and come see you? I would also ask Clay, when AD was cold in that restaurant, why didn't you give her your jacket? Why did your mom have to give her something? I would ask Clay, why did he say that body when she walked down the aisle? Was that the only thing that you cared about? I would ask AD, does she have black girl discernment, black girl intuition? Because I feel like all black girls know when something is wrong. She ignored everything. The last question would be, did your dad's advice help you at all? Because to me, it was nonsense. Hopefully Matthew comes, but if I ran this show, it would be mandatory for the cast members to come to the reunion. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. I would ask him what made him the way that he was, and did he ever go find Amber once he left? I would also ask AD, now looking back at it, does she see herself with Jimmy or Matthew? AD was low-key a hot commodity in the pods, I'm not gonna lie. Johnny and Amy got married, so I would have to talk to them, but it would be the weakest part. First thing I would ask him is that how was the wedding, because I skipped it once AD and Clay didn't work out. I would ask them, how is the marriage? Are they good? Are they having sex now? Did they find the right condoms? I would recommend the ultra thin. Are they still talking about vasectomies and birth control? And other than that, that's about it. I would give them 5 minutes, literally. And if y'all really want to make the reunion juicy and messy, I would have Kenneth's cousin come, Jeremy's ex-fiance, Trevor's girlfriend, AD's mom, Clay's mom and dad. I would also have Jimmy's friend that he slept with come to confront Chelsea. See, I know how to put on a good show. Stop playing with me. And yeah, those will be my questions for the Love is Blind Season 6 reunion. Nick and Vanessa, if you need some ideas, go ahead and use this video because we just need you to get the job done. I would also ask them what really happened at 5:30 in the morning because obviously Sarah is thirsty and Jeremy is weak.